up, guys? Been a while. Please subscribe, like, share. And by the way, now Serious and Silliness is on Google Podcast and Spotify. So you can listen to it anywhere, anytime. It's fantastic. So I was going to do this topic because we've been doing a lot of goofy stuff, a lot of guy talk. People love the guy talk. So I decided I was going to go back to, what I started doing and doing a little bit of serious stuff for men, looking out for the guys. So here are the three ways you could figure out your wife is cheating on you or your girl is cheating on you. Now, I'm not talking about like the young guys that have been dating a month, 2 months, 3 months, and she spends time on the phone. She doesn't text me back like she used to. She doesn't call me when she says. She's always got an excuse why we can't hang out. Blah 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 blah. I mean, all right, she's talking to other guys. Suck it up. You've been together a month. Just move on. Whatever. I'm talking about like life-altering breakups. You're married. You've been together for 10 years, so on and so forth. Those signs. I mean, you might have kids. You might have a house together, investments together. Who knows, right? Like life-altering breakups. And these are what I think are the three major signs. And I believe that, it's my opinion, but it's experience and it's some research as well. I believe that anybody who's gone through a serious breakup after 10, 12, 15, 20 years and was living together, married and whatnot, went through these three signs somewhere down the line, whatever the case may be, whatever. Okay, so the first one, rekindling old friendships. Like hanging out with the girls that she doesn't hang out with anymore or has not since you been with her. So I think there's two things going on here. One, she's trying to like set up a comfort zone, like set up like a safety net, people around her, a support group, if you will. The other thing that I think that is going on is she's kind of trying to like rewind time, like before she met you and, remember when she was single and so on and so forth. And the worst part is she probably used to talk shit about that girl. Like, oh, I can't hang out with her. All she wants to do is go out and be single and meet guys. I'm not into that. And now all of a sudden she's like rekindling the relationship with girls that she used to hang out with when she was single, reaching out. Maybe it might even be family members, cousins, things like that. Like she hasn't spoken to, so on and so forth. Out of nowhere, out of the blue, that's kind of one of the signs. The second sign, she's adapting different habits. If she's like going to the gym and working out, she never worked out in her life, and all of a sudden she's working out. Trying different foods, trying different drinks, trying different television shows, has interests she never had, different music, different sports, so on and so forth. What she's doing there is she's adapting to the habits of the new guy. She's kind of creating a path where she's going to go and be with this new person that she's with. The third sign is she picks fights. Like everybody fights, right? Everybody has arguments, but we're not talking about that. She picks fights for the most monotonous, tedious little thing constantly, just constantly all the time. You could be brushing your teeth and then all of a sudden she's like, I hate the way you brush your teeth. You brush your teeth so loud. Why don't you rinse? You have toothpaste on your face, blah, 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 blah. And you're like, what are you talking about? And she's like, see, you can never admit to it when you're wrong and everything. It could be, you could like the way you sit down. Why do you have to take so much time sitting down? Just sit down. And it's just everything is a way to argue with you because she's trying to justify to herself that she's going to leave you. So these are the ways. Everything annoys her. Everything bothers her. You're so on and so forth. So what's happening here is one of two things is going to happen. She is setting up another relationship because she's been seeing somebody while she's with you. So she's setting up another relationship. And when she is ready to move on to that with that other person, she's gonna go. But it's called monkey branching. Okay. She's going from one relationship to the other. She's not going to leave a 10-year, 12-year, 15-year relationship without having something else. Okay. That's when they go. She's not going to come to you and go, look, I'm not in love with you anymore. I don't want to be married. I'm unhappy. She's not going to do that. The large majority of women are going to what they refer to as monkey branch, leave one relationship and go to another because she wants that security. Now, not all girls. I'm sure there are plenty of girls that are like direct, but the large majority of girls do. The other thing that is going to happen is that when she picks fights with you and she's turning into somebody else, like, doing her habits that he's doing, the new guy, whatever the case may be, going out with the old girls again, blah, 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 the old relationships, especially the fighting and the nitpicking and everything you do is a problem. I mean, everything you do is a problem to the point where she is going to like drive you crazy. She's going to drive you crazy to the point where you break. It could take months. It could take a year. And you're going to go, I can't live with this woman anymore. She drives me insane. And then as soon as you leave, that's abandonment, divorce, done. And then she's going to have the nerve to be offended that you left her, be insulted. She's going to be in shock. Oh my God. He left me. You see what happened here? He left me. Now, I don't want to paint with a broad brush, but these are circumstances, like I said, that I've experienced. These are circumstances that friends have experienced. These are circumstances that I've seen family members experience. There's research to back this up. I don't want to paint with a broad brush, but in a long-term relationship, usually this is how it works. Listen, I'm sure there's situations where I'm wrong, so on and so forth. It can be because I get a little bit of hate when I get hate when I hit the nail on the head, really. I get hate from people on social media or in my comment section when I'm accurate and that person fits the mold that I'm describing, because then they get insulted and they get offended, and I'm pointing it out, and then they blow up at me. Look, I'm just giving my opinion. It is a well experienced opinion. It is a research opinion. This is my experience. This is what I've seen happen. Generally speaking, in a very long-term relationship, a marriage, living together, children, so on and so forth, women are not direct. They kind of, I tell them they're like terrorists. They take all kinds of angles. You don't know which way they're coming from. Those are generally the three signs. Oh, look, man. If these three signs are happening, she's not only cheating on you, she's ready to move on. She's ready to move on. There's a big difference from those signs and a girl or even a guy. But we're talking about, how a girl knows. There's a big difference from a girl giving into temptation and hating herself for it because she's married and she's devoted, she has children. Big difference from what I'm talking about here. The three signs that I gave you is not only is she cheating, she's ready to go. She's ready to bounce, right? And those are the two ways she's going to do it. She's either going to drive you crazy to the point where you leave, like you're going to break and go, I can't do this anymore. Or she's going to leave when she's good and ready. When she's ready to move on with the other person, she's good and ready. Then she will leave. That is the vast majority of it. I mean, there's plenty of other stuff you could see online, on social media and YouTube, whatnot. The 9 signs that a girl is cheating. She's wearing makeup more often. She's getting dressed up more often. She's working out and getting fit. She's spending more time on her phone, and she's working late and all this crap. Nah, I mean, look. I mean, all those things aren't really good signs, right? My wife is glued to her phone and her iPad. I mean, she comes home from work. That's what she's doing, right? My wife owns a hair salon. She's constantly working late. When she goes out with her girlfriends, of course she gets dressed and looks nice and puts on makeup and does her hair and whatnot. That's what girls do. But in my experience, these 3 signs are solid. Again, I might be wrong in some instances, but these 3 signs are pretty solid. All right, listen, thank you. I appreciate this channel's growing. Again, Google Podcasts and Spotify. I'm working on Apple. Hopefully that's next. But as of right now, you can listen to this. Google Podcasts, Spotify, YouTube. Please subscribe, share, like. I love doing these videos. Everybody loves Guy Talk. Everybody loves my boy Steve and Meatball and all the guys. And everybody loves the serial killer one with my cousin, the forensic psychologist. Everybody seemed to love the relationship coach one with Lily Bewley. She seemed to be really good. We're going to do another one soon. And I got some other stuff coming up, and then we're going to keep it exciting. And that's about it. So guys, just beware those 3 signs. It's all just about over. Okay. Talk to you guys soon. Later.